release tension in your face, your brain. Watermelon gum is so juicy. What's so ridiculous is how so many curse themselves through Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is just an illusion. Physically and spiritually, astronomy is the study of the planets and the stars. And astrology is studying those planets and stars and understanding how they affect us. So from Earth, looking through a telescope, when you see Mercury retrograde go about, it looks as though it's changing direction, and it's not. Mercury vibrations are with the demons, the gods, messages to and from, ascension. Speaking of divination, I don't use a couple of these tools I'm going to show you very often. They're just fun to have for me. But I thought I would show you how they work, because there was a time when I did use them. Now at my level, I do telepathic communication and can easily channel, so I don't need to use physical tools. So let me show you at least. First, there's the pendulum. There was a trickster spirit attached to this, so I'll explain. Whenever I want to talk to a spirit, I tell it, make sure it's out far enough because it's going to be swinging. I tell it, okay, this is yes, and this way is no. Is there a trickster spirit attached to this pendulum right now? Sometimes I'll look away and the energy flows better through my arm. I only do that if I'm not getting the answer clearly right away. To me, this is a no. Sometimes it will move up very fast. Okay, there we go. More definite now. Sometimes it'll go up like this. So once I was talking to someone who used pendulums often for answers, and so it inspired me to use mine often. Well, one of their spirits was influencing my pendulum, and that was the trickster spirit attached to it, and it really loved this pendulum until I cleansed it. And so I was asking my pendulum, I was actually asking Thoth the question, is this person being true to me? And Thoth was telling me no. So I was going like this, and then all of a sudden it stopped like that, moved around like this, and then started going back and forth like that. Which really inspired me to not use my pendulum too often, since I don't really need to, and spirits can do that stuff like that. Also, Azazel refused to show up when I would have my pendulum and wouldn't communicate to me with it, which makes sense. Say you go on bike rides with your friends often, okay, hypothetically speaking, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you show up with a bike with big training wheels. They'd laugh at you and say, why? So to me, that's how my guides interact with me for the most part. Santa Muerte is really cool and open to it. It's understandable why some of my guides will laugh at me or refuse to work with the pendulum with me. I don't need to. Here's the dowsing rods, another form of divination. You need to make sure you hold out and be very careful. They do swing around. Sometimes, if you're in an energy vortex, they'll spin fast, whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. So I recommend adults only using these with caution and safety, common sense. And you want to have them tilted a little bit down. And so what I'll tell the spirits is crossing means yes, and then either just out is straight or wide open. Or sorry, out straight is no, or wide open is no. So since Santa Muerte is cool, we'll ask her if she'll want to work with them. So you just hold the handle. Santa Muerte, would you like to answer some questions through the dowsing rods for us? She's not fond of the dowsing rods for some reason. I've asked her before with the dowsing rods and the pendulum. She's cool with the pendulum. Rose Tower of Love. Building up to the heavens, the stars. Rose is my color for 2021. Connecting to the divine feminine. Here's a pink agate stone in the shape of an eye. I feel as though the white part is the pupil, as if the eye is rolling its eyes, saying, I don't see anything. Don't see everything through a rose filter. Rather see love for what it is, connecting to Venus. There's tough love. There's fake love. There's true love. I have some magical tea. Cheers. I love creating new blends. For my subscribers, I'm going to do a moon oracle reading. Connecting with the constellation of Gemini. I actually channel and communicate with the constellation. The twins, they're really funny. When I was channeling them the other day, they told me to quiet my mind, and then I did, and they started laughing at me. So for my subscribers, you will understand the wisdom of this reading. My subscribers, and connecting with Mercury Retrograde, and having a new outlook on the next Mercury Retrograde. What I've been doing lately when I've been reading cards is, rather than having certain meanings in different spots with the spread, I've been just combining them all in one. To me, time is an illusion. That's what Thoth taught me, and he was the first deity I worked with through tarot. So it makes sense for me, because when I just combine all the cards, the channeling flows and makes more sense. Full moon in Aries, that quick, fiery energy, So with Mercury retrograde, rather than going by what everyone else is saying you should do or think with that, use your wit quickly. And if you need to, slow it down a bit. Understand the vibe of Mercury. And Mercury is with intelligence, being witty in various ways. Gibbous moon. It's almost a full moon. Things are about to blossom. So you're about to fully understand Mercury retrograde. And once you do, things are going to blossom more in your favor. Vibe with that trickster, jester energy, riddles. Can you create your own riddles? Do you understand riddles? Maybe one day you'll be going to a dimension where riddles are often told, or it's their form of communication. The balsamic moon. It's interesting. I've never heard of this phase before. I know the next phase is the new moon. So this is where you're understanding your new beginning, new intentions for the next new moon and Mercury retrograde. It's a time for gazing into the sky, seeing things in a new way, the planets and the stars. Maybe you'll see something up there that you never expected. Have you watched all my older videos? Now's the time to catch up because I'm going to be posting more often. 2021, I'm going to be working very closely with Saturn, Hail Saturn, and Saturn wants me to post on most Saturdays. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this on this channel, but my first pact was with Belial, Hail Belial, and it involved this YouTube channel. So I'm getting more strict on things I have been supposed to do. I've always been a hard worker and strict. The level of strictness, though, is very Saturnian. So I see why he pushed me to work with Azazel. Also, I do read all the comments and I respond to quite a few. So please like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and share this video with your friends if you know someone who's really into astrology or even ASMR. They may like it. Later, darlings.